I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm a coach who helps people professionally in a variety of different ways. And I want to talk with you today about the most important bit of final interview preparation you can do, and no one does it. Because people get so excited. I've got a final interview. I'm meeting the poobah for this department, the one out of whose budget I'm going to get paid. And they forget to do homework. And this is the most important bit of homework that a person needs to do. What you need to review going into this round of interviews is what the rough edges were in your background for this role that surfaced in the course of the interview. As you think back on the previous round or rounds of interviews, some part came up as being a little deficient, right? No one is perfect. And even if you are, you're competing with other people. Because even if they say this is a formality, you're just going to meet so-and-so, and they're just going to give you a rubber stamp. That's a lie. That's a lie because there's no such thing as a rubber stamp, and you're always competing because you may be competing not against another person, but against the idea that there's someone better out there. So review what it is that's the rough edge. And proactively in the interview, be prepared to deal with it. For example, they want someone who's managed 50 people. Somewhere along the line in the interview, you mentioned you managed 25. And then in the interview, when you're asked about management experience, you said, in earlier rounds I said 25, but I realized between direct and indirect reports I had like 50, 55 people. That's an example of how you deal with it proactively. You don't wait. What you do is you bring it up in the course of conversation and clarify the previous misconception you gave them. Always try to deal with these points proactively because you don't want to be in the situation where you're turned down and then they say, I think we'll just keep looking. That always feels horrible because you're being rejected for an idea rather than a reality. Again, always review what the rough edges are. See if there's a strategy you can use to deal with it. If you're not sure, what you can do is come to my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have two options there for how you can ask me a question. One, you can leave the question there, and I'll reply with a 3 to 5 minute video. Or number two is you can schedule 15 minutes of time with me, and we'll talk it out through that. Either way is fine. And I do hope this video helped you. If you did and you're watching on YouTube, click the like button, subscribe. You can do that by clicking the icon in the lower right or the picture of me in the upper left. And connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Hope you have a terrific day and be great. Take care.